Hey everyone, what's up? It's Aisha Go the Answer. And since this Tupac film, All Eyes on Me, the biopic, came out, and even before it came out, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this film. Now, whether it was a change in directors or people talking about how Tupac was portrayed, or everyone kind of having their own side of story of how Tupac should be portrayed and what should be included and what shouldn't be included. All Eyes on Me, not only just the movie, but the overall process of the movie has been a large topic of conversation. And even though the movie came out already, it came out on June 16th, which was actually what would have been Tupac's 46, I think, 46 or 47th birthday. Excuse me for if I am incorrect with that number. But it still seems as though the All Eyes on Me film is a topic of conversation. Now, recently, Daz Dillinger put up a photo of John Singleton's script of the Tupac movie, which includes a rape scene of Tupac being raped while he was in jail. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this and why a lot of people are up in arms about this is because this isn't the first time that it has been publicly announced that John Singleton and his creative process and his creative thought behind how Tupac should be depicted is somewhat very questionable and seems a bit distasteful. During a Breakfast Club interview during their for their promo run of All Eyes on Me, LT Hutton and director Benny Boom actually sat down with the Breakfast Club and talked about the movie, and LT Hutton actually expressed his concerns with some of the things that John Singleton wanted to do in the film. Now, a few of those things are LT Hutton stated that John Singleton wanted the opening scene of the Tupac film to be him in a room with these white girls asking for head and or asking for some sort of like sexual relations, and it not happening, and Tupac kicking the girls out. And then there was also talks of including a threesome scene with Tupac's mom, which is extremely disrespectful and distasteful, especially because Miss Afeni Shakur not only is no longer here, but the film wasn't about her, it was about her son's life. Now, during the Breakfast Club interview, LT Hutton said the raped in jail stuff, yeah, he wanted to put that in there. He wanted to start the movie off. Tupac goes in the studio. One guy's in the studio. He's getting head. Tupac is with the other girl, and these girls were white, and Tupac tries to give her anal. Not just that, right? It goes to this particular part. The girl denies him. He kicks her out and tells the girl to go home and tell your dad that you got F by an N-word today. End scene. What kind of movie is that, bro? And again, not only did John Singleton want to include this, but he also wanted to include a scene of Tupac's mom in a sexual act, which, again, I'm not really sure what's the point of that in a movie. But most recently, again, as I mentioned, Daz Dillinger put up a photo of a script with what John Singleton wanted to include a rape scene of Tupac, which Daz Dillinger said if Tupac was alive, he would have beat his ass. And I'm not gonna lie, I do agree that if Tupac was alive, that wouldn't be something that would be pitched to him, especially because following him being incarcerated in prison, Tupac opened up during an interview with Vibe magazine saying that was not true, and the hardest part about dealing with these claims and accusations was the letters that he was getting from fans and young children saying that they were sorry to hear what happened to him about getting raped, and he would have to write all of them letting them know that it's not true and it's not happening. And it is really sad because joking around about rape is not funny at all. It's a serious matter. It's something that happens to both men and women, and something that needs to be talked about more. And in an episode of Everyday Struggle yesterday, Joe Budden actually opened up and said that rape victims and rape within like the hip hop community and black community isn't spoken about enough. And while we might want to make fun and laugh at stuff like stories of Suge Knight emasculating men in the studio, whether it's true or not, or even if we want to laugh at the Ray J Booty Goons call that he had with the Breakfast Club, I do agree that this is something that isn't talked about enough. And again, this isn't something that should be taken lightly, because there are people that are victim and whose lives are hurt based by this. Now, John Singleton did respond to all of this when Daz Dillinger called him out and LT Hutton called him out. And John Singleton says, real talk, why are all y'all folks so concerned with what what was in a script that didn't make it. That was worked on with the Afeni Shakur. I don't see nobody on here defending with respect of the Shakur family and how this whole movie shit went down and and what this movie ended up being. That movie should have been our Malcolm X. Anyone who knows me know I would have done anything. I would never do anything to destroy Tupac's legacy. Now, that was an Instagram post that John Singleton put up, and it's even longer. I'll make sure that the post is included in this video so you can read it in its entirety. But again, just hearing John Singleton talks about never wanting to disrespect Tupac, but from this, what seems to be in the script, it does seem very disrespectful and distasteful. And I can't even imagine that Tupac's mom, Miss Afeni Shakur, would even okay this and would be all right with her son being depicted in this way that was distasteful. And also, if it wasn't true, I'm 100% sure that she would not be okay with that and all right with it. I'm not really sure what John Singleton's reason is behind having these specific scenes within this script and what he was trying to convey or capture, or even what information he has about Tupac that might not be public knowledge. I'm not sure, but again, just from the information that we do have and Tupac having a video saying that that's not true, it didn't happen. Since you're telling someone's story that's not here to tell their own story, you kind of have to go off of the documentation of what they said, their journal, and the accounts of others around them, and try to be as respectful as possible and hold them in high regards and not make them look bad. So that's just my take on it. That is the information for you guys if you haven't been up to date or you don't know what's currently going on with this All Eyes on Me creative directive issues and problems that seem to continue to be going on, even though the movie has been completed and it has been out in the box office. And congratulations on the success of the movie. But in the comments below, let me know what you think. Do you think John Singleton is wrong for including these things within the script? Do you think that we are being overly sensitive about something that was supposed to happen and it didn't, so we shouldn't care? Again, in the comments below, let me know what you think. I am your host, Aisha Go, and until next time, with all new hip-hop news to be looking at and all new pop news to be talking about, I will see you then. Bye. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Aisha Go, and welcome to my hip-hop channel, Hippocalypse, where we're saving hip-hop one bar at a time. And I hope you subscribe because I have lots of fun videos for you to watch and participate in. So whether we're looking at what happened in hip-hop last week, whose hip-hop card is on the line, and us deciding if it gets to be renewed or revoked, or even doing battle bars, looking at songs that are on the top of the charts right now, and me going head-to-head with my song pick and seeing which one is better. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. So again, make sure you hit that subscribe button and come along for the ride. That sounds weird, come along for the ride. We want to scratch that. I don't want to say ride because that sounds, just subscribe. That's all you got to do is just subscribe.